find a way to keep up with the fifth-ranked Buckeyes. And that potent attack. Tuttle will throw it on first down. Everybody covered. Tuttle wrapped up and sacked by Haskell Garrett. Play action. Tuttle takes a shot. Diving attempt. And Hendershot caught it.
Catcher by Hendershot. Just going to work the middle of the field and strong hands as he gets a full extension and somehow brings that ball in. Outstanding job.
Over 200 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. Might need that kind of magic again today. Tuttle taken off again, being chased and tracked down for a loss by Zach Harrison.
75 pounds. Let's watch him utilize his speed. Former track guy. Nice replay. Get outside, set the edge. Look at the big man. Get out and run. Chases down.
They were going to redshirt him, but then Penix got hurt and he has to play. He keeps it here, and he's inside the 15-yard line, inside the 10, all the way down to the 6-yard line. First and goal, Indiana.
Look at Haggard. He's going to come all the way around and set this up. Little quarterback counter. Excellent kick-out block by him. And then you see the speed and athleticism.
Well, they have only 21 points scored in 3 Big Ten games. On third and goal, Tuttle in trouble, gets the pass away, and it's caught for a touchdown by Hendershot. Tuttle took a shot and still completed it for 6.
Throw one out to the edge. Emery Simmons gets bottled up along the sideline, and it will be an Indiana 3 and out. Robinson was there as well. Barely getting it away was Tuttle. And Shivers back to the original line of scrimmage as we check in with Chris.
Jack Tuttle may not have won the starting job at the beginning of the year, but he is one of the unquestioned leaders. Before this season, him and Cam Jones put together a PowerPoint presentation for the entire team to show all the ways that they thought that they could improve. It was a player-led only meeting, and you talk to the offense and they say, this is the guy that we all look up to.
Well, getting the chance to start today in place of Bazelak, and now facing 3rd down and 10. End of blitz. Finds a crosser, though, for a first down. The pass protection held up. Emery Simmons.
And Emery Simmons wins across the middle of the field. Gosh, that felt needed for Indiana's offense.
Tuttle wide open. And the other way is Anderson Kobe. Catch and run for Kobe. Inside the Penn State 30-yard line before he's finally knocked out.
A shallow cross pops for that defense. That offense in Indiana because of that 3rd down conversion. Now the tempo helps them.
Gain of 35 sets them up. Tuttle out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it under and run. And he'll slide into the red zone. They'll mark him down right at the 20-yard line for a gain of 6.
Good decision right there by Jack Tuttle. And that's a little bit of what Walt Bell, their play caller, said could help their offense was his feet both in the design run and when he wants to scramble to go get some yardage.
Tuttle, great fake, a little dead leg, a broken tackle, a spin, and a first down to the 5-yard line.
Incredibly hard. If he doesn't make that play, Tuttle's got a seam off the left side.
Low snap, scooped up by Tuttle. Shoots one of the end zone with a flag down, and a sliding catch is made. A.J. Barner for an Indiana touchdown. The 7-7 tie. Josh Henderson. Breaking tackles. That's a terrific run after contact for 8 yards.
Now freeze it. When this defender drives, you're going to throw that corner right over his head. But Sean Clifford forces that ball. The corner might be a touchdown with a little bit of touch. Missed opportunity for a guy who's played too long.
They fake it to him here. And instead a long throw outside that was almost intercepted. Lucas stays in. And now leaks out. Instead, it's a little button hook for 3 yards.
Little button hook?
Which still puts me in college.
1972.
Just makes me so sad. Lucas stays in as the tailback. Tuttle out of the pocket. He's going to try and run for it. And he slides for a first down. He's been good making those decisions to trust his legs.
Ruling on the field on the previous play was a first down. That play's under further review.
You're trying to get down, not take a shot, but also get the
fools around the country despite being as talented. And instead of saying, hey, let me go out there and get 2 more touchdowns, he says, let's go get Jack Tuttle some play. They've not allowed a point in the third quarter this year through their first 6 third quarter opportunities. Jack Tuttle, the backup quarterback, is in there for the Wolverines. I'll hand it off to Khalil Mullings, who keeps his footing and finds the first down on the first carry of the fourth quarter.
Well, a lot of backups now. You got backup offensive linemen in. You've got backup running backs in. But the same style of play. Still power football. And a 240-pound back coming at you full speed.
Blake Corum, another productive day. 9 rushes. Nice job of finding space for 69 yards and a touchdown. And this was something that P.J. Fleck went into detail, not just with us, but publicly as well, about the modern era of college football as Tuttle swings it out for Morgan, and he'll pick up 6.
Well, yeah, you're right. And part of that is the resources, and part of it is a winning culture that they have at Michigan right now that people want to be a part of.
Mullings, lots of space in the stutter step to the 30.
That is imposing their will here in the second half on this Minnesota defense.
So a fresh set of downs here. Stay on the ground. Mullings, no running room this time. Tripped up in the backfield.
Michigan should be at their peak as well, because they are better now than they were a couple weeks ago.
Tuttle to throw, dump it down over the middle. A.J. Barner spins his way for first down yardage and then some inside the 15. A.J. McCarthy, we've seen him cheer on a lot of his teammates. He is going to be Jack Tuttle's #1 supporter for however long he stays in this game. Mullings looking to get to the outside, slips a tackle, flag is down.
Holding, offense, number 44, 10-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage, replay first down.
That's pretty impressive.
They are first in all of college football in penalty yards per game, fewest at 18.6. Minnesota's not far behind them. They're 5th, 28.2. These are 2 very disciplined teams, and we've seen that play out. Hand up the middle. The poise and finding that rhythm that we've seen these last couple of weeks, especially the last 2 where they've played some complete football games. Franklin trying to be patient, and he gets drilled.
Well, I think there's a couple things to keep in mind as we see Michigan start to look more like we were used to last year when they averaged 238 yards a game rushing. You know, won by wide margins, but their running game is just now starting to kind of hit its stride.
10th play of the drive. Tuttle steps up, will look to run, escapes. Tuttle, can he get there? Looks like he can.
He stepped out before the pylon.
Just weaves his way through, sets up first and goal, hand up the middle. Touchdown, Leon Franklin.
Transfer from Indiana, played really well a week ago at the end of that game against his former team, the Hoosiers.
Benjamin Hall dumped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they've scored 30 or more points in a program record 10 consecutive games. The last 2 games they've scored 50 plus. That's the first time since 1975 that Michigan has done that in back-to-back Big Ten games. As Tuttle drops back on 3rd down, and that one's batted down at the line, incomplete.
And they're scheduled the last 3 weeks at
Penalty from the end of the kick, first down.
Jack Tuttle stays in there, hands to Benjamin Hall, who will just plunge forward for 2. 7-0. Samaj Morgan on the catch. This is what he can do with the ball in his hands, reversing fields. The freshman Morgan into the secondary for a first down. He plays like he's 6'5", 230. As the handoff will go up the middle to Hall, and he'll push the pile forward to the 35. Same with Benjamin Hall, who's getting.
So Michigan takes over. at the 49. Here's a handoff. Second down and 10. Toward the end of the quarter, Tuttle over the middle, rifles it, and it's caught by Tyler Morris. And that'll take us to the end of the third.
You know what I like to call this place?
What?
College football's cathedral.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
I would agree with you. I could just hear John Facenda, the voice of NFL film, saying something about Michigan. Oh, how about James Earl Jones? He's also the voice of Michigan football.
J.J. McCarthy's energy is infectious, and it bleeds throughout this entire team.
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. Here's Tuttle throwing on 1st and 10, and he's got Roman Wilson. Second down and 5. Always good to have a solid backup quarterback.
Especially one with experience, one that you can feel like you can rely on in any big moment.
Here's a handoff. Hall. And he gets to the 10.
And this is a guy, Benjamin Hall. He's a freshman from Georgia, and they've been excited to try to get him some development. It's hard because the backfield room is so deep. But Benjamin Hall is a guy that ran for almost 100 yards in spring ball, in the spring game. And at a good camp, it's just hard to find time when you got Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards and Khalil Mullings. But here getting a chance for some run, and this is when you put some tape out there that earns extra carries down the stretch. Excited for a young guy to get out there and get his chance.
Michigan inside the red zone. 1st down and goal at the 10. Hall again. 2nd down and goal at the 7-yard line. They'll pitch it. Edwards looking for his first touchdown, and he goes down inside the 5. 3rd down and goal at the 2. Edwards. Looks like a touchdown. Blake Corum celebrates, and it is. Michigan just forcing turnover after turnover after turnover after turnover. Hall. He'll gain 5 on the play.
Well, you know, it's interesting because this team is deep, right? And we've been talking about that throughout the game. But if you ask Coach Harbaugh, he will really credit their strength and conditioning coach, Ben Herbert. Now, Ben Herbert has been with the program for a long time. He talked to me today just about the mental toughness, that edge, making sure his guys are always ready. And boy, has he been a factor of success for this team.
All right, thank you very much, Jen.
You know, in fact, Ben Herbert, their strength coach, they tried to nominate Ben Herbert for the assistant coach of the year. Broyles Award last year, and the Broyles Award wouldn't let him.
I think they should give it to him because he doesn't have a hat on or anything, and it's raining outside.
Well,
that's a tough guy right there.
This is the type of guy that understands that you never ask your troops to do anything that you're not willing to do. As a strength coach, he's asking them to do a lot of crazy things in the offseason. And so there's no way he's going to be caught dead with gloves or a hat on in a little rainstorm in the middle of October.
I bet you there's one young man that's playing professional football that would say that Coach Herbert's doing a good job, and his name is Aiden Hutchinson of the Detroit Lions.
You ain't lying. Ben Herbert has been here for a long time, and over the last 3 years, really the seed that was sown by Aiden Hutchinson and his teammates post-COVID. You talk about Josh Ross, Hassan Haskins, Andrew Vastardis. Through the development of Ben Herbert, those guys planted seeds that we're just now seeing come to fruition. The depth, the physicality, and the mentality. I think you can call it culture here at Michigan, which is, I mean, second to none, really, in college football.
Hall bobbled it and is tackled at the line of scrimmage. Hey, Jenny, I was on ice skates with you. I know that you are a competitor.
No doubt.
Lacrosse player at Boston University.
I appreciate that.
Well, Coach Herbert may have his hands full when you go down to the weight room. Here's Hall and a 1st down. 1st down and goal of 9. Congratulations, Jen.
Yeah, Jenny, congratulations.
Gosh, Joel, thank you. I mean, you guys are the best teammates around, so I wouldn't be here without this team. So thank you guys.
All right. And they'll run it with Hall. Benjamin Hall. Gains 2. Robbie Harrison defensively. 2nd and goal at the 7. Hall again, they're trying to get him into the end zone, but this time he's denied by that Hoosier defense swarming Patrick Lucas, Nick Toomer. 3rd down and goal at the 8. Tuttle underneath, caught. Frederick Moore couldn't get in, got close. Benjamin Hall still in the backfield. This is personal for Tuttle. He's an Indiana transfer. In the end zone. Touchdown. Carmelo English.
Jack Tuttle, transfer from Indiana, comes over here.
And instead comes Jack Tuttle from Utah to Indiana to Michigan.
4 years at Indiana, 5 starts, 1 year at Utah. He did not play in 2018.
And certainly does it in November with their schedule. He will enter those conversations.
But you think skill-wise he deserves to be part of the conversation?
He's pretty darn elite, Jason.
Tuttle to throw, and that's incomplete. We also saw Davis Warren loosening up during the break. It's Tuttle for now. There's a marker in. Might have been a neutral zone.
Again, a catastrophic mistake.
They'll run it. It's Donovan Edwards.
And when you have a roster like that and you fully develop it, guess what you can do? You could play 25, 30 guys and keep, as you said, the tread from wearing down on the tires.
Tuttle to throw, and it's a crossing route for Clemens, who breaks it down, slams on the brake pads.
But all you do is use your own eyes and look at the size and strength of these young men.
Drop it off near side. It's Bredesen.
I mean, he loves his players. And he's the first one to say, not about me, talk to my player, talk to my player, talk to my player.
There's Edwards for a couple yards. I mean, he gets...
Now you just sprinkle in a ton of depth and an elite quarterback that stirs the drink.
McCarthy's back up, Tuttle on the handoff, and that is a ricochet forward for Mullings for a first down, and the offensive line helped get him there.
Here comes the next wave of Michigan offensive linemen.
Yeah, Giovanni El Hadi, a Michigan native, in at left guard. Here is Edwards bursting through the gap. Hartzog again on the tackle. And you know, this is one of those games, right, where somebody's going to say later in the season, if someone goes down on the offensive line, somebody's going to say, thank goodness we had this game in the second half to get some live reps.
Yeah, and this is also a game that's not East Carolina, UNLV, Bowling Green, and even Rutgers, although Rutgers was 3-0 coming into it last week. This is in this place and putting on just a physical whooping.
Quick throw for Tuttle. He's got Samaj Morgan, and the freshman Morgan, who just had his first college touchdown last week, has his first touch today. J.J. McCarthy, with great praise for him, said, look, he's not afraid to take a hit as a freshman even. Under a minute to go, third quarter, and it's Edwards who is tracked down and ridden down. Jim Harbaugh just looking around, taking it in.
Well, if he was happy at halftime with Allison, I don't think much has changed other than the explosive pass play to start the second half. It was just continuing to do what you want to do and impose your will, which he loves more than anything.
Hand it off again for Edwards, and it'll be 3rd and goal. Michigan on its way to 5-0, it looks like. 3rd down and 4 for McCarthy's backup, Tuttle. He has to roll out of the pocket with the pressure coming from right and go out of bounds. So it'll be 4th down for Michigan. That's a first for you,
yeah,
right?
I don't think I've seen that.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Athlete, former hockey and lacrosse player from the south side of Chicago, as that goes swerving through.
Overwhelming, but super, super efficient.